Hi, I'm Andrew,
And I'm Eli.
and we're going to be board gaming. And today we're going to be doing a review on Ziggurat, a legacy game. This is a game or a legacy adventure game, I should say. This is a game by Matt Leacock and Rob Davio, illustrated by Corey Godby, and published by Mindware. Yeah, Mindware. And in this game, we're not really going to do a playthrough, or not necessarily playthrough, a rules teach or overview, because this is a legacy style game. And there are stickers that you're going to be placing out on the board and whatnot, which has already altered this copy of the game since we played through all the chapters. So we're just going to jump right into our review for this one without trying to spoil anything. So we're going to leave out any spoilers that we can. But to give you an idea of how the game plays, this is really kind of a gamer's version of Chutes and Ladders. Okay, this isn't necessarily a kid's game, but it is a light game, a very light game, I would say, and easily for someone that's 8 years old can play this game. How you play is you're going to have two cards in your hand, and you'll choose which one to play, and you'll do whatever that card says. And then at the end of your turn, you draw back up to two cards. That's pretty much it. What you have in the game, and I'll say this because this isn't a spoiler at all, but the objective of the game is to get to the top of the ziggurat. So you're going to have a pyramid, which is the ziggurat, and you are helping the village. Something's going on. And so what you're trying to do is investigate what's going on at the ziggurat. And usually each chapter, the objective is to get to the top of the ziggurat, but there's a lot of other moving parts that happen as you move from chapter to chapter. So without spoiling anything, that's pretty simple mechanics. You're just playing a card and doing what it says. And it's often just telling you how to move. And so that's how that'll work. And so, or it might move other things as well. So with that being said, that's kind of the overview you're going to get of the game. We're not going to go too much into that, but let's go ahead and jump into our thoughts. And Eli is joining me today. Samantha wanted to give him a chance to be a part of a video, which is great. And so I can kind of share her thoughts and perspective from the game as well. So first, let's talk about the production of the game, the pieces, just the overall look of the game. What did you think, Eli?
I think the art was pretty good. I felt like the production was pretty good. I feel like it's kind of cartoony.
Yeah, because there are these anthropomorphic animals. You each are like a different animal that's kind of like a human, right?
Yeah.
It is definitely an eye catcher, right? Because you have this big pyramid, or ziggurat, I should say, in the middle of the table, which is pretty cool. And there's little ramps that you slide down if you land on the wrong spot, and there's ladders for you to climb up, right? And so, but the art is very cute and whimsical, which is really nice. I think it's one that would definitely catch people's eyes as they walk by. If they saw this game on the table, they'd be really curious about what it was just because of the 3D nature, which I think is what draws people to this game, right? If this was a flat board, I don't think it would be as exciting to look at, do you?
Yeah, then it would be like almost like the same as Chutes and Ladders. So.
Right, pretty much. And the 3D element does come into play because there will be things that happen with the ziggurat, which is kind of cool. We won't talk about it, but that 3D element does matter. It's not just a gimmick. There are some things that happen in the game that make it an actual part of the game. So the production and how they did it was really, I think they did a really good job there. With that being said, kind of talking about this game is really quick. It only plays in 45 minutes, and I think that at times that could be, especially if you lose, it could be even quicker. But 45 minutes is pretty simple. I think that's about how long it usually takes to play a chapter of this game. And it's cooperative. I don't think I mentioned that, but it is cooperative. So you're trying to help each other to achieve these objectives as well. So I like that part. it's cooperative, which is nice, so we can help each other. There comes a point to where if I get to the top, then I can help you get to the top with the cards that I have, right? And so that's really nice. How did you feel about learning it, even as 8 years old, right? And we played this, I think, even before you were 8, when you
I
were 7 still too.
I thought it was pretty. It was pretty simple.
Yeah,
I think they said like the age was a little too high. I think they could play it at maybe maybe like smart 5-year-olds and like 6-year-olds.
yeah.
I say you could play with those.
And it is
That
cooperative, so I mean, your parents could help you play through it.
yeah.
So yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think he played it when he was 7. I think you could have played it when you were 6 too, probably, because you're literally
Yeah.
just moving around, and we're just like, hey, you want to make sure you get this or get that kind of thing. So yeah, I think that's true. Did you think it was hard at all?
No, I thought it was pretty straightforward, simple.
Right. Yeah. And so setup and teardown was also really quick, but because the game was so quick, we often played through multiple chapters at a time. And so setup, teardown, literally you just have to put the ziggurat together correctly, shuffle some cards, and that's it. Right? Nothing much more to taking it apart or setting it up.
And since I have like a stepmom and stepdad, doing I like this game since it like has like you could play through it twice,
That's true. Yeah.
because like in the end of the storybook there's like stuff that you can do the chapters over again.
Right. So they do have in the game. You can play through it, and at the end you have your full game. You can keep playing it as a full fledged game if you'd like, but they do also, after you finish the game, they have where you can go back and redo the chapters, kind of thing. So what we've done is that we've played through it all, and now he's going to take the game, and you'll be able to go to your mom's, and you'll be able to play with your mom and Josh, and you guys will be able to play through it as well together, and you'll be able to have that experience with them. So that's a really nice thing as well. Gameplay mechanics, we've already kind of talked about it. It's very little downtime. It is very luck heavy, right? Because it's all just based on the cards that you draw. Now, there will be a little bit of mitigation as the game goes, but again, the game is so short and so simple, it doesn't really matter if you get unlucky. We got unlucky for one game we lost, right?
Yeah.
We lost one game just out of pure luck. Things happened.
Yeah.
Right? So no big deal. You easily set it right back up and go again. So yeah, mechanics, I've already kind of gone over how to play it, so I won't go. The theme. What do you think about the theme?
I thought the theme was pretty good.
Yeah, it's a pretty generic theme. Like I feel like right now, anthropomorphic animals, adventure kind of stuff is in and everywhere. So I mean, it feels very very general, but it's got mass appeal, right? So it's not divisive based on the theme. It's very easy to be able to get people to gather around and, hey, we're a bunch of animals going on an adventure kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, I think that's pretty good. I don't feel super immersed, but like you literally are climbing a ziggurat. So, I mean, it feels thematic as you're going through it. With that being said, what was your level of enjoyment for this? Did you like it a lot? Do you think it was okay? What's your overall thoughts?
I liked it a lot because, like, same thing with like I like it going to like 2 different houses, and you don't like legacy games. You usually have like so many characters to choose from, and only the amount of player count that can be there. So I like how there's a lot more characters to choose from, so you can play different characters each time you play through.
Okay, yeah, all right. What is there anything you didn't like about the game?
I think it could get better, but
yeah, what would you think would make it better?
I think like maybe making like the minute maybe like little minis for it.
Oh, okay. Instead of the standees. It is a relatively cheap game. I think that's great, especially if you're looking for it's only 6 chapters, so you're not looking at a ton of a play time, so I don't think there's a ton of replayability. But luckily, he'll get to play through it twice. So there's not a ton of replayability, but there is a. I think you could play it at. I would like it at a higher player count. 2 is okay. 3 is good. 4 is good. But I think overall it all works just fine. I don't have really a preferred player count. To me, I thought it was good. I wish it was a little bit more. It was kind of like the same objective from chapter to chapter. I would have liked to see the objectives change, but I'm not sure if really I'm the demographic that they're going for. I thought this would be a great family game. It was. We had a decent time playing it. I thought it was fine. It's one that after I play through it, I don't think I'm ever going to play it again. But it's nice that now I can give this to somebody and that they can play through it. And so in this case, his mom and stepdad will be able to play through it too. So with that being said, let's kind of give them our final score. What is your final score for Ziggurat, a legacy adventure game?
I give it a 7.5.
7.5? Okay. Pretty good. I'm going to come in at a 6.5. I think it's fine. I think it's worth checking out if you can get it and you have little ones and you guys want to play a nice game. This is, I think, that next step up from Chutes and Ladders. So if your family loves Chutes and Ladders, I think this is something to check out for sure. If you have little ones, very easy to play with them as well. And I think there's some cool surprises in here that they might see coming, but they'll be like, whoa, what? Okay, that's cool. And have some fun with it, don't you?
Yeah, and I feel like the more players that play, the longer the game's gonna take. So if you want like a nice little quick family game, this would be better at like a lower player count. But if you want it to be like a nice long game, then
yeah, that's true because you got to get, if there's 4 of you, you got to get all 4 to the top. Or if it's 2 of you, you just got to get 2.
Yeah, and I feel like because like when there's 4, there's more helping going on, and like it's kind of harder because like
it's true. It does get a little tougher with 4. That's true.
And I feel like it would be a good game for like maybe like
even people that aren't used to playing board games. This would be a good one.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you want to say before we wrap it up?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, that's going to be our thoughts on Ziggurat, a legacy adventure game. Check this one out or gift it to somebody. This might be a really good game for somebody that's not into the hobby. Maybe they have little ones. I think this would be a really good one. It's not rules heavy at all, but it's a fun little game that changes each time you play it. So check this one out. This is, I think it's worth checking out. So thanks for watching, and we will see you guys on the next one. See you later.